So, my dear friends, we are starting the topic consideration today. So, as we have discussed in the earlier classes, that meaning of contract itself says contract is an agreement enforceable by law. Agreement is a promise or every set of promise forming consideration from each other. तो अगर हम कॉन्ट्रैक्ट की डेफिनेशन की बात करते हैं तो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट की डेफिनेशन जो लॉ में दी हुई है एन एग्रीमेंट एनफोर्सेबल बाय लॉ, तो उस अग्रीमेंट के अंदर ही हमारा फर्स्ट एसेंशियल जो हमने डिस्कस किया था वो था प्रॉमिस प्लस कंसिडरेशन. राइट, यू रिमेंबर दिस पॉइंट? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
And,
ma'am.
and you are able to see the screen as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. So when we started the meaning of contract, तो contract में ही हमने डिस्कस किया था agreement enforceable by law is a contract. And within the agreement, we have discussed the definition that promise forming promise and every set of promise forming consideration for each other. तो consideration तो वहीं पे हमारी basic requirement बन गई. जब हमने डिस्कस किया enforceability by law, तो उसके अंदर हमारा फर्स्ट एसेंशियल था इंटेंशन टू हैव लीगल रिलेशनशिप. सेकेंड एसेंशियल हमने डिस्कस किया था ऑफर एंड एक्सेप्टेंस. एंड थर्ड वन वी हैव डिस्कस अबाउट द लॉफुल कंसिडरेशन. मेक सेंस? यस.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके. देन इन कंटिन्यूशन जब हमने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट की डेफिनेशन करी थी तो हमने ये डिस्कस किया था कि कॉन्ट्रैक्ट गिव्स ओरिजिन टू corresponding rights and duties. Then we have discussed that it must be between two or more parties. ठीक है, प्रॉमिस विद वन सेल्फ इज नॉट दी गोइंग टू बिकम अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. तो ये सारी एसेंशियल्स हमने डिस्कस किया था. तो उस केस में हमने ऑफर एंड एक्सेप्टेंस में भी डिस्कस कर लिया कि ऑफर जब करी हमने तो द पर्सन हु इज विलिंग टू डू समथिंग ही हैज रेज्ड एन ऑफर एंड द अदर पर्सन हैव एक्सेप्टेड इट. तो अब इस पर्टिकुलर स्टेज पे हम ये सोचते हैं कि हमारी वैलिड ऑफर भी हो गई, वैलिड एक्सेप्टेंस भी हो गई and it has resulted into a promise. ठीक है. एंड उससे अलावा हमारी जो फर्स्ट रिक्वायरमेंट थी इंटेंशन टू हैव लीगल रिलेशनशिप, अग्रीमेंट के एसेंशियल, वो सारे प्रेजेंट है. सो नाउ वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड that what do we understand by the consideration as well as what are the prerequisite when the consideration shall be regarded as valid consideration as per Indian Contract Act. Right? So can we move further? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So when we say consideration, so definition of consideration as per section 2D says that when at the desire of the promiser promisee or any other person has done, abstain, does, abstains, or promise to do or abstain something is called consideration. Right? And in return, we can say that promise, in return of promise, is consideration. We can also say that consideration is something in return. So when you are doing something and the other party is doing something in return, it is called consideration. So when we talk about the definition given under section 2D by the Indian Contract Act, so there comes the essentials, certain things which we are going to discuss. तो चार पांच essential आपको इस definition में से ही मिल जाएंगे. It says that when at the desire of the promiser. So this will become first essential कि promiser की desire होनी चाहिए. Promisee or any other person. तो consideration promisee भी provide कर सकता है, कोई और भी provide कर सकता है. Has done or abstain, does or abstains or promises to do or abstain. It means consideration can be positive, can be to do something, or can be to refrain from something, or it can be in terms of certain kind of restriction, abstinence, etc., or something, any subject matter which we have decided as per the contract is going to be called as a consideration. And has done, does, or promised to do means that consideration can be past consideration, present consideration, or will be performed in near future. So ये 4-5 points आपको इसी particular definition से ही मिल जाएंगे. Let's see that first thing is required, that when we talk, we discuss the first slide, we discuss and we say that consideration is required. Consideration must be present in the contract. So as per law, a contract तभी बनेगा when this particular agreement carries the consideration. तो अगर वो agreement के अंदर consideration missing है, so whether it will turn into the contract or not, this we have to decide, because there are certain exceptions to this rule we are going to discuss in this chapter itself. So when we talk about a contract, so we cannot think of a contract or enforceability of a contract from the point of view that this exists without consideration. So in this we have to see that the particular contract is supported by consideration. So consideration needs to be there, consideration is required to be lawful, consideration must satisfy all the essentials of valid consideration. Up till now, the point is clear to all of you? Yes?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, so now we see the definition. It says, when at the desire of the promiser, the promisee, or any other person has done or abstained from doing, does or abstains from doing, or promises to do or to abstain from doing something, such act or abstinence is called a consideration for the promise. So now here we talk about the word something, that act or that abstinence. So when we say an act, so act means that is called as the subject matter of the contract. तो जब भी हम कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट की बात करते हैं, तो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट क्या है? कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट टेल्स अस अबाउट कि एक पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन है, एक पर्टिकुलर प्रॉमिस है. अगर वो प्रॉमिस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के फॉर्म में एग्जिस्ट करेगा, तो वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इंडियन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट के प्रीव्यू में आएगा, और इंडियन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट के अंदर जितने भी आपके बेनिफिट्स हैं, रूल्स हैं, रेमेडीज हैं, वो आपकी इसके ऊपर एप्लीकेबल होंगी. ठीक है? लेकिन सब्जेक्ट मैटर पार्टीज कौन होंगी, किस पर्टिकुलर चीज के लिए दे आर एंटरिंग इनटू द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, or how it is going to be done, by when it is going to be done, by whom it is going to be done, or what will be the part of consideration, or what will be the terms and conditions of the contract, etc. Everything would be decided by the parties. So it's a general contract law. तो इस सिचुएशन में क्या होता है बच्चे, कि जब ये सब चीजें हमने डिसाइड कर ली, लेकिन उन पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन को, उस पर्टिकुलर प्रॉमिस को एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट की फॉर्म में एग्जिस्ट करना होता है. तो जब वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट की फॉर्म में एग्जिस्ट करेगा, तभी हमारे इंडियन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट के जो रूल्स हैं वहां पर एप्लीकेबल होंगे. सो हियर व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द कंसिडरेशन, सो वी आर कीपिंग इन माइंड कि बाकी के सारे एसेंशियल्स उसके अंदर प्रेजेंट है. तो कंसिडरेशन is decided by the promiser. Consideration can be to do something. So this something here means the subject matter of the contract जिसके लिए हमने contract किया है. This can be to perform as an actor in a movie. This can be in a form of to supply certain goods. This can be in a form of to supply, to perform, to paint a picture, or this can be to sing, to act, to sell the goods, to do writing, to refrain yourself from something, right? So all these things, कोई भी activity है, this activity is that particular activity which is being became the subject matter of the contract. Ki one person have given the offer, the other person have accepted to do the same. So that particular something becomes the subject matter of the contract. तो उस subject matter के अंदर whenever we are doing something, so that can be something to be performed in return. So in return, this वो क्या होगा? That can be money, that can be to do something, that can be to supply something. तो वो कुछ भी हो सकता है, but that something in return would become consideration for the promise. Right? तो जब promise होगा, so one party is doing something, the other party is doing something in return. For example, if your parent says that okay, you get 95% marks in your 12th standard and I'll get you an iPhone, right? So you have scored 98% and you are entitled for the iPhone or the gift, whatever is being decided, like, right? So this is the consideration, but in this particular case, when there has been the promise, there was no intention to have legal relationship. ठीक है, कई बारी nowadays if you see they what the children do, they say okay, you are making this promise, so write it here and sign it. And this happened a few years ago. Now my daughter is 13, but earlier when she was small, I think 4 or 5 years old, so that time we promised her something to do, and she said no, I don't trust you, because we'll once I will do it and then you are not going to fulfill your promise. So she wrote a particular promise on a piece of paper and she got it signed from us. So in that case, again, there was no intention to have legal relationship, but I'm telling you the likeliness that if there is the promise is there and it is to meet out some social requirement or emotional requirement, even though the consideration is there, that is not going to be enforceable. So the exceptions and the situations we are going to discuss in this class only. So let's move further. So, meaning of consideration is clear to all of you. You can write in the chat box. Yes. If the meaning is clear to all of you, you can write in the chat box. Please fast. I need at least 27 yes in my class. Let me see you are awake and you are listening to me. Yes. Good, good going. Still awaited. A few of you have not written yes. Good going, good going. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so now it says that a valuable consideration in the sense of law may consist either in some right, interest, profit, or benefit accruing to the party, or some forbearance, loss, or responsibility given, suffered, or undertaken by the other. So, this is the definition of something. राइट. सो वो समथिंग क्या हो सकता है? वो वैल्यूएबल कंसिडरेशन मानी जाएगी जिसको लॉ रिकॉग्नाइज करे, चाहे वो किसी राइट के फॉर्म में हो, इंटरेस्ट के फॉर्म में हो, प्रॉफिट के फॉर्म में हो, बेनिफिट के फॉर्म में हो, टू डू समथिंग हो, किसी रिस्ट्रिक्शन के फॉर्म में हो, लॉस के फॉर्म में हो, या रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी के फॉर्म में हो. सो दैट समथिंग इन रिटर्न should be there, some promise in return of the promise must be supported in the particular contract, right? Okay, so now let's move to types of consideration. Types of consideration, as we have discussed, that has performed, has done or abstained, promises to, does or abstains, or promises to do or abstain. सो कंसिडरेशन का इम्पॉर्टेंट एसेंशियल क्या होता है बच्चे? I actually need to set certain files, but didn't get time. Consideration का main purpose क्या होता है? That it should be out of the legal obligation of the contract. जब आप परफॉर्म कर रहे हो तो वो एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ द प्रॉमिस होना चाहिए. अपनी विलिंगली या वॉलंटरीली या बिना किसी रिक्वायरमेंट के आप परफॉर्म कर लो और उसको बाद में अटैच कर दो कि जी हमने तो अपनी कंसिडरेशन प्रोवाइड कर दी है. इट शुड नॉट हैपन. So in this particular case, what we say, that whenever the consideration is there, it should emerge out of the contract. It should emerge as legal obligation as a result of promise which you have entered into. तो उस प्रॉमिस के रिटर्न में आप उसको परफॉर्म कर रहे हो. तो यहाँ पे हम डिस्कस करेंगे पास्ट कंसिडरेशन का. दैट पास्ट कंसिडरेशन वो होती है जो आपने काम ऑलरेडी परफॉर्म कर दिया. But this particular work must have been out of the contract. अगर आपने उसको voluntarily out of contract किया या फिर as a obligation नहीं किया, तो उस केस के अंदर आपकी वो कंसिडरेशन उस प्रॉमिस के लिए वैलिड कंसिडरेशन नहीं मानी जाएगी. तो पास्ट कंसिडरेशन is different from voluntary services. So this we are going to discuss in later situation when we'll discuss about the exceptions. But here, as a part of the contract, we can understand that past consideration is that consideration which has already been performed. For example, you have entered into a contract and you have purchased something and you have made the payment in advance, right? Generally, it happens that nowadays we purchase the goods online, right? And we make the payment through using our debit card or UPI or e-wallet, etc. We make the payment in advance. So now in this case, you have already provided your part of consideration, and the other party is going to provide you the goods or the things which you have ordered to under the particular promise. And in case you do not get the desired thing or the other party is not able to perform, तो उसमें क्या होता है, you have the right to return the goods and you have right to get back the things. Is it clear? Concept of past consideration.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So आपका you must have faced this situation in real life also कि आपने payment करी होगी and you have not got the goods or the person was not able to deliver, and after that you must have got the credit to your account. But probably a simple procedure depending upon which particular kind of company you are dealing with, or there is, you might have written the mail or you might have written, sometimes it happens when you are paying fee online and you have paid the fee and your payment is deducted twice. So you have written the mail, you have shared the transaction ID, and you have sent the request to the concerned party, and you must have got the credit back. Is it any one of you have faced this situation?
यस मैम. मैम मैंने रिसेंटली एक कोर्स खरीदा था तो उसके लिए देवर लिमिटेड सीट्स. तो
Hmm.
मैम उसमें पहले रजिस्ट्रेशन फीस पे करनी थी. तो मैंने जब रजिस्ट्रेशन फी पे कर दी थी तो उनका फिर फ़ोन आया कि सीट्स आर ऑलरेडी फुल. तो फिर
Hmm.
उन्होंने मेरे को रजिस्ट्रेशन फीस वापस भेजी.
Right. So it means that whenever we are making the consideration, so if it's a past consideration, so it is a valid consideration. So if the other person is not able to perform, तो उस consideration में आपको वो return मिल जाता है, because as a part of consideration, the other person is also bound to do something in return. So this is different from the voluntary consideration. For example, आपने वैसे ही payment कर दी without registration and without a particular course, so then they are not bound to return. So we have to see that whether we are doing it out of the legal obligation as a result of a promise or we are doing it voluntarily. तो voluntary के अंदर भी हमारी कुछ exception आती हैं, वो हम later stage पे discuss करेंगे. Present consideration is that we are doing it simultaneously. On one hand, you are making the payment, the other person is delivering the goods. So when this is in a normal situation, so this is called as the present consideration. And future consideration is that, for example, you have selected the payment mode as cash on delivery. So you have selected the item, you have selected the product, you have fulfilled all the requirement, given the details of the address, everything, and when the particular things are being delivered at your doorstep, you are bound to pay cash on delivery. If you do not pay, the other person has a right to take back the things. Other person is also not going to perform the contract, right? Or the other person can sue you for the non-performance or to get compensation for the non-performance. So there can be the situation. So future consideration is that the consideration which may appear or which may exist at some future date, right? Now let's move further. Now we say what are the legal rules regarding consideration, or under what circumstances valid consideration is there. So first thing is that consideration must be there. It must be present in the contract. So contract without consideration is void. We say void means not enforceable by law. Not enforceable by लॉ. तो अगर कंसिडरेशन नहीं है किसी भी प्रॉमिस में, तो उस केस में वो आपका वॉइड हो जाएगा, नॉट एनफोर्सेबल बाय हो जाएगा, बिकॉज इट विल नॉट सेटिस्फाई द मीनिंग ऑफ अग्रीमेंट. और अगर वो अग्रीमेंट की रिक्वायरमेंट सेटिस्फाई नहीं करता तो वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट भी नहीं बनेगा. सो एज पर सेक्शन 25, an agreement without consideration is void. If there is no consideration, it will not give rise to a contract. Mother has no, that will come into the social agreements. For example, if there is a someone has promised to do some favor to you, and in that particular favor he later on refused to provide that favor, so he is not bound in those situations because you have not promised anything in return, right? So then there is consideration must move at the desire of the promiser. तो हमने डिस्कस किया ऑफर, and we have discussed there that an offer is when a person is willing to do something, right? Willing to do something or not to do something, and it has been communicated with a view to obtain assent of that other. An offer is being made, and when the offer is being accepted as it is, then it is said that there is a promise. Now when we say offer, we have discussed कि ऑफर के अंदर जो टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन है वो ऑफर डिसाइड करता है, राइट? यस, ऑफर में बी सब्जेक्ट टू एनी टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन. एंड एक्सेप्टेंस में हमने डिस्कस किया कि एक्सेप्टेंस मस्ट बी एब्सोल्यूट एंड अनक्वालिफाइड, कि जो ऑफर में टर्म्स कंडीशन दी हुई हैं उसको एज इट इज ही हमें एक्सेप्ट करना है. उसमें हमने कोई नेगोशिएशन और इवन थोड़ी सी भी डिविएशन जो है वो ऑफर को इनवैलिड कर देगी. तो एक प्रॉमिस बनने के लिए ऑफर हुई, और ऑफर में टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन किसने डिसाइड करी? ऑफरर ने डिसाइड करी. अगर एक्सेप्ट ऑफरी को मंजूर है तो वो उस प्रॉमिस को एक्सेप्ट करेगा, अदरवाइज रिजेक्ट कर देगा. तो इस केस के अंदर कंसिडरेशन मस्ट मूव एट द डिजायर ऑफ प्रॉमिस हैज कम फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट ओनली, कि जो भी एक्ट और एब्सटिनेंस है वो प्रॉमिसर डिसाइड करता है. कि आप बैग सेल कर रहे हो, आप कार सेल कर रहे हो, आप किसी पर्टिकुलर चीज के लिए ऑफर कर रहे हो. So if someone else is getting the things done, तो वो उस प्रॉमिस का पार्ट नहीं होता. और इसमें हमने डिस्कस किया था डॉक्ट्रिन ऑफ प्रिविटी ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, दैट इज दैट ओनली पार्टीज टू कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कैन कंपेल ईच अदर टू परफॉर्म. थर्ड पार्टी हमें कंपेल नहीं कर सकती एक्सेप्ट सर्टेन सिचुएशन. तो जब हम डॉक्ट्रिन ऑफ प्रिविटी ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट की बात करते हैं तो ओनली पार्टीज टू कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कैन कंपेल ईच अदर टू परफॉर्म. So in this particular case, what happened? The case of Durga Prasad versus Baldeo, कि कंस्ट्रक्टर ने डिस्ट्रिक्ट कलेक्टर के रिक्वेस्ट पे शॉप्स बिल्ड करी, मार्केट क्रिएट करी. So when this market has been created, so at later stage the people who have bought the shop, district collector asked for some money or some share from the particular shop. So it has been held that this particular construction has happened at the desire of the collector, not at the desire of the person, those who are buying the shop. So in this case, they are not bound to give the consideration to the collector. So this happened that when the construction has been done, it has been done at the desire of some other party. So only A and B can compel each other to perform. Consideration must move at the desire of the promiser, not at the desire of any other person. So the similar case is there, Kedarnath versus Gauri Muhammad. So you can see this particular case as well. Now, it says consideration may move from the promisee or any other person. So the definition which we have discussed here, when at the desire of the promiser, promisee or any other person. So when we are using the word promisee or any other person, तो इसका मतलब कंसिडरेशन उसमें होनी चाहिए, चाहे वो promisee प्रोवाइड करे या कोई थर्ड पर्सन प्रोवाइड करे, right? So every contract must be supported by consideration, right? Whether the consideration is being provided by the promisee or any other person. Consideration होनी चाहिए, but वो कौन provide कर रहा है, that will not make the consideration invalid. But in this particular situation, ये हम कॉन्सेप्ट बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे. दो कॉन्सेप्ट्स आते हैं बिकॉज आई थिंक फिर कॉन्सेप्ट ज्यादा हो जाएंगे आज की क्लास में. एक आता है स्ट्रेंजर टू कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, जिसको हमने अभी डिस्कस किया फ्रॉम द पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑफ द डॉक्ट्रिन ऑफ प्रिविटी ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. ठीक है, स्ट्रेंजर टू कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक कॉन्सेप्ट आता है और एक कॉन्सेप्ट आता है स्ट्रेंजर टू कंसिडरेशन. This portion we are going to discuss in the later classes. Okay, but here you just have to remember this thing: consideration may move from the promisee or any other person, and the concept of stranger to contract comes from doctrine of privity of contract, that only parties to contract can compel each other for the performance. Yes, up till now it is clear, all the points which we have discussed till now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Now, let's continue. Consideration must be of some value in the eyes of law. So, when we use the word something, so ये something बहुत vague हो जाता है, right? Something means anything, वो valuable है, नहीं है, किस particular situation में उसकी consideration को हम accept करेंगे, नहीं करेंगे. So when we use this term something, so we have to say that it needs to be lawful and it should have some value in the eyes of law. It means that it should be the recognized one. It should not carry anything. It should not carry anything which is not acceptable. Say, for example, A says, I will give you 5 lakh rupees, but you have to do this particular creativity for me or this particular act for me. Now, what the act is or what is the subject matter, वो clear नहीं है, तो वो valuable consideration नहीं माना जाएगा, valid consideration नहीं माना जाएगा. इसी के connection में हम अभी lawful point का बात करेंगे कि consideration needs to be lawful. So when we talk about the lawful, so lawful itself means that the consideration must be recognized by law. So in that case, we are going to discuss it in the next point. But when we talk about that some value in the eyes of law, so means this something should be something constructive, something doable, something understandable, or we can talk about that something which is possible to perform, something which is certain to perform. So these things will constructive consideration, possibility, certainty. So from that thing कुछ उसकी value होनी चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि we are talking in here that you are doing consideration है, लेकिन what it all about, it is not doable. So that is not regarded as the valuable consideration, and it should have some value in the eyes of law. Now, the next point, before going to this point, I would like to cover that consideration must be lawful. That is, that consideration must be lawful means that consideration should not be forbidden by law. It should not be in form of when it is going to defeat the provisions of the law. It should not be fraudulent in nature. It should not be giving any kind of injury, harm to the person or property of the other, or court does not regard that consideration or activity as immoral or opposed to public policy. So when we are going to discuss the chapter of unlawful or object, lawful object, there we are going to discuss all these items in detail. So here just we need to remember the titles or the topic that where the consideration is not regarded as lawful. For example, here, if we say that A says that I will give you 5 lakh rupees and you are going to kidnap B's son. Sorry, C's son. अपने बच्चे को तो किडनैप नहीं करेगा ना. Okay, so okay, so A has promised to give 5 lakh rupees if B kidnaps C's son. B ने C के son को kidnap कर लिया and A has not given this 5 lakh rupees. So can B go to court of law to demand this 5 lakh rupees because he has fulfilled his part of promise?
No, ma'am.
No.
Why? Because the
There is
consideration
no
here.
consideration.
No, consideration तो है बच्चा.
It's
Consideration
not.
तो है.
It cannot be
B, हाँ,
recorded in
It's not
lawful
lawful.
manner.
yes, because it is in form of involves injury to the person or property of another. Say you go and you hurt someone because you have certain kind of agony with that particular person, and I will pay you 1 lakh rupees. So again, it involves injury to the person or property of the other. आप जाओ और उसकी गाड़ी लेके जोर जबरदस्ती से आप ले आओ, तो again it is unlawful. So you cannot, even if you have paid this money, sometimes you have given the money to the other party and other party was not able to perform, you cannot demand it back. For example, इसमें reverse situation ले लेते हैं. A ने B को 5 लाख एडवांस दे दिए, but B ने C के सन को किडनैप नहीं किया. You cannot perform क्योंकि उसके अंदर जो consideration है वो valid नहीं है, lawful नहीं है. Right? Now, let's move further. This can be consideration, may be an act or abstinence or promise. So it can be to do something or not to do something. तो ये subject matter हम already discuss कर चुके हैं. We have
Excuse me,
also
ma'am.
discussed. हाँ जी बेटा.
मैम जो आपने अभी कहा कि हम रिवर्स केस कर लेते जिसमें ए ने पैसे दे दिए बट बी ने परफॉर्म नहीं किया, तो मैम उसमें क्या होगा, एक बार रिपीट करना.
See, if A has given 5 lakh rupees to B, ठीक है, but B has not kidnapped C's son. So A cannot go to court of law to demand his 5 lakh rupees back. रीजन भी कि हमारा ये कॉन्ट्रैक्ट की फॉर्म में एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करता. अगर एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होगा, उस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के अंदर हमारी जो कंसिडरेशन है वो वैलिड कंसिडरेशन होनी चाहिए. ठीक है, जो कंसिडरेशन
Yes,
है
ma'am.
वो वैलिड होनी चाहिए. तो अगर वो कंसिडरेशन वैलिड नहीं होगी तो वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट की फॉर्म में एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगा, और अगर वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट की फॉर्म में एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगा, इट मींस द पार्टीज आर नॉट बाउंड टू परफॉर्म. जो रूल है या जो हमारी एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ रूल्स ऑफ इंडियन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट है वो अप्लाई नहीं होंगे. ठीक है.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके. So this is मैं I think adequacy वाला point कल pick करूंगी because there comes a separate question on this, and this one we can related topics we can cover. So consideration must be real and not illusory or impossible. So when we have discussed the term something in the eyes of law or some value in the eyes of law, so there we have also discussed that it must be real, it must be certain, it must be possible, or it must not be vague consideration. तो आप क्या करना चाह रहे हो उस प्रॉमिस के अंदर, ये बहुत मैटर करता है. सो व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट समथिंग इन रिटर्न, तो चाहे वो ऑफरर और ऑफरी की चॉइस से हो रहा है, देयर इज अ प्रॉमिस, लेकिन उसमें वो क्या कर रहे हैं, वो सब्जेक्ट मैटर सर्टेन तो होना चाहिए कि आप क्या करने जा रहे हैं. So if you say that A says to B that I will pay you whatever you will demand if I will like the interior decoration of my room performed by you. How? Whatever you demand doesn't make any sense. If he says, for example, he has created, the dream room for A, but he asks that I want 1 crore in return. Will the A is going to pay that? Right? So everything must be
No.
decided. There should be, when we are talking about something in return, that should be real, that should be possible, that should be feasible. So that should not be, there is possibility, okay, if you say certain kind of movies and all, so if the king is very happy, so irrespective of the, looking at the value of the ornament or the gold, he has gifted it to someone else, so that is a gift. बट व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के अंदर जब भी आप कोई काम कर रहे हो, वो टर्म्स कंडीशंस आपकी प्री डिसाइडेड होनी चाहिए, क्लियर होनी चाहिए, तो कंसिडरेशन रियल होनी चाहिए, इल्यूजरी या इम्पॉसिबल या वेग नहीं होनी चाहिए, राइट?
यस मैम।
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then consideration may be past, present, future, already discussed. And then there are exceptions. So I think I can close the class here. If you have any doubts, we can discuss. Let me show you the slides once again. You can just once again from the beginning. Yeah. So let's see the definition we have discussed, right? Consideration needs to be there, we have discussed. Consideration can be past, present, future. For this, we are going to discuss the concept of voluntary services and exceptions later on. Then every contract must be supported by consideration. It must move at the desire of the promisor. Then the consideration may move from the promisee or any other person. Consideration होनी चाहिए, लेकिन वो आपकी कौन provide करेगा, that is secondary, but consideration must be there in the contract. Then it should have some value in the eyes of law. Then it need not be adequate. We are going to discuss in the next class. Then consideration may be an act or abstinence or promise. It can be to do something or not to do something. It must be lawful. Lawful के अंदर क्या होता है कि आपकी agreement ही lawful होना चाहिए. तो उसमें lawful के दो aspects आ जाते हैं कि एक, we are talking about that the parties are object of the contract is lawful, और ऑब्जेक्ट के साथ साथ आपका कंसिडरेशन भी लॉफुल होना चाहिए. तो इसमें आपका तो इट मस्ट बी लॉफुल, कंसिडरेशन भी लॉफुल होनी चाहिए और ऑब्जेक्ट भी लॉफुल होना चाहिए. तो हम कब कहते हैं कि कंसिडरेशन लॉफुल नहीं है? जब वो कंसिडरेशन उस एक्टिविटी को इन्वॉल्व करती है जो आपकी एक्टिविटी फॉरबिडन बाय लॉ है इंडियन पिनल कोड में, या फिर वो ऐसी एक्टिविटी है कि अगर हम उस एक्टिविटी को करते हैं तो वो इनडायरेक्टली आपकी जो नेचर है कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को, उसको अनलॉफुल कर देगी, या इट इज विद रिस्पेक्ट टू फ्रॉडुलेंट इन नेचर, टू डिसीव द अदर पार्टी. और कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का मीनिंग क्या होता है? whatever is being promised, it shall come to pass. The person who has promised to do something must perform under the contract. तो अगर हम इसी इंटेंट से ऑफर कर रहे हैं या कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं that we are not going to perform, so it will not give rise to a valid consideration. It will be unlawful. और अगर कोई भी सब्जेक्ट मैटर आपका दूसरी पार्टी को इंजरी या दूसरी पर्सन की प्रॉपर्टी को इंजरी इन्वॉल्व करता है, वो भी आपकी लॉफुल कंसिडरेशन नहीं होगी. और द सिचुएशंस वेयर द कोर्ट रिगार्ड्स the activity as immoral or opposed to public policy, there also consideration will not be regarded as lawful. और अगर ये सारे एसेंशियल्स नहीं होंगे तो वो कंसिडरेशन वैलिड नहीं होगी, और अगर कंसिडरेशन वैलिड नहीं होगी तो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं बनेगा. कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं बनेगा तो यू आर नॉट हैविंग लीगल ऑब्लिगेशन टू परफॉर्म, और आपकी अगर लीगल ऑब्लिगेशन परफॉर्म करने की नहीं है तो यू आर फ्री. इट इज आउट ऑफ द प्रीव्यू ऑफ द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. फिर जो आपकी कंसिडरेशन है वो रियल होनी चाहिए, फेक नहीं होनी चाहिए, वेग नहीं होनी चाहिए, इम्पॉसिबल नहीं होनी चाहिए, मस्ट बी केपेबल टू परफॉर्म. ठीक है? Then it can be past, present and future. We have already discussed. So now in the next class we will be covering with the inadequacy of consideration and the where there is no contract and no consideration, no contract, that we are going to discuss. So I hope you enjoyed today's lecture and were able to get the concepts. Yes, the house is open for the queries. So if you have any queries or doubts in today's topic, we can discuss those.